My good people, now welcome back again to Anointed Lady TV. Like this now, don't come your screen, I don't come your domot with another breaking news, with another legit intel on the things and things where they go on for inside the nation Nigeria. The koko now be say about 13 state governments don't project an internally generated revenue of 613 billion naira for the year 2025, and dis states dem dey also plan to secure fresh loan wey go total the sum of 380 billion naira in the upcoming year. Now my good people, see this information wey I dey give you na based on investigation wey tori people dem carry out, and all these levels now dey happen for inside different states. The thing still dey happen upon say there is a 40% increment in the state statutory allocations from the federal account. That is, these men dey plan to go borrow money. They plan to go borrow more funds, even as federal government don increase the money wey dey go to all these state governments by 40%. Now make I still yarn you another legit. No say for inside the first half of this year 2024, about 22 states then collectively borrow 446 billion naira, with debt servicing consuming a significant portion of their internally generated revenue. And na because of the borrow, because of the loans wey the Nigerian states that they go carry, e don come push their total debt stock to 11.47 trillion naira. And this amount so na as of 30th of June 2024. Now e come get one analysis of public debt report from the Debt Management Office, and this analysis dey show a 14.57% increment from the 10.1 trillion naira wey dem bin record for inside the month of December for inside the year 2023. And this increment happen sake of the sharp rise in external debt and the devaluation of our local currency wey be naira. Now sharply, my good people, make I explain how the thing take play. No say external debt for the states and the Federal Capital Territory wey be FCT, e come climb from $4.61 billion to $4.89 billion. And this massive sum now they reflect a 6.14% increment. However, my good people, domestic debt a decline on a massive level. The thing reduce the percentage now 27.12%. The thing drop from 5.86 trillion naira wey been dey before to 4.27 trillion naira. Then in terms of our local currency wey be the naira, like play, foreign debt e increase to 73.46%. The thing rise from 4.15 trillion naira wey been dey before to 7.2 trillion naira. And all this level happen sake of the devaluation of our local currency. No say our currency wey be the naira now, e no come dey make sense for market compared to the dollar. No say for inside the month of December for inside the year 2023, $1 was equivalent to 899.39 naira. But for inside the month of June for inside the year 2024, $1 come turn to 1,470.19 naira. So this, my good people, now why the external debt increased from 4.15 trillion naira to 7.2 trillion naira. The Nigerian state and the Federal Capital Territory, they be account for 8.54% for the Nigerian's total public debt of 134.3 trillion naira as of the month of June for this year 2024. It moved down from 10.29% for the month of December for the year 2023. And the shift still happened despite an increment in their nominal debt levels. According to their 2025 to 2027 medium terms expenditure framework and fiscal strategy papers, 13 states they plan to borrow a combined total of 380 billion naira to finance budget deficits for the year 2025. And these states, my good people, they include Adamawa State, Kano, Anambra, Bauchi, Borno, Ebonyi, Gombe, Jigawa, Kebbi, Kaduna, Akwa Ibom, Niger, and Oyo State. So based on the investigations wey tori people carry out on top this matter, these states wey I just mentioned so now the states wey they plan to secure fresh loans, and this their loan now e go total the sum of 380 billion naira in the upcoming year wey be 2025. Although Adamawa State no collect any loan for inside this year wey be 2024, but they say 2025 they plan to borrow 31.5 billion naira, and they project an internally generated revenue of 22.7 billion naira. Then Kano State, dem bin borrow 6.4 billion naira for inside the first half of this year, wey be 2024. Now dem dey plan to collect 11 billion naira as loan, and dem dey project an internally generated revenue of 47.5 billion naira for inside the year 2025. Then Anambra State dey target a financing estimate of 18.5 billion naira plus other loans wey be say their source na through fundraising activities, upon say dem take loan of 19.2 billion naira for inside this year wey be 2024. Then Bauchi State dey also plan to take fresh loan of 71 billion naira, and they project an internally generated revenue of 47.2 billion naira. Over to Borno State, wey bin borrow 20 billion naira for inside this year wey be 2024, but now they plan to raise 57 billion naira through loans next year wey be 2025, and they target 30 billion naira in their internally generated revenue. Na similar thing na dey happen for inside Niger State. They bin borrow 34 billion naira for inside this year 2024. Now they plan to borrow 31 billion naira for inside the year 2025, and they target internally generated revenue of 74 billion naira. So like this now, my good people, other loan projections dey include 35 billion naira for Kebbi State, 11.6 billion naira for Kaduna State, 8.5 billion naira for Akwa Ibom State, 13 billion naira for Ebonyi State, 8 billion naira for Jigawa State, 76.8 billion naira for Oyo State, and 11.7 billion naira for Gombe State. Then as for their internally generated revenue for 2025, Kebbi State dey target 25.5 billion naira, Kaduna State dey target 68 billion naira, Akwa Ibom State dey target 62 billion naira, while Ebonyi State dey target 26.5 billion naira. Jigawa State dey target 65.9 billion naira, Oyo State dey target 67 billion naira, and Gombe State dey target 6.8 billion naira. Now as these states now dey plan to borrow more money for inside the year 2025, one economic expert come outside dey draw ear. He come outside now dey sama warning say debt servicing and accumulating loans e fit stiff the economic development at the sub-national level, so the thing fit do more harm than good. Make these states now dem know how dem take dey borrow. This expert now come dey talk about how some past administrations take dey borrow money for states. When dem borrow now, dem no go fit pay. The thing go come dey hinder growth, and last the thing go come disturb the current administration. Na why this man now dey talk about the need for thorough scrutiny. He dey talk about the need for torchlighting state borrowing practices and the torchlighting of the project dem wey dis men dey go borrow money for. So this my good people, na the informate wey I wan share give the general public. Anyhow the thing be you for body, feel free make you drop am inside our comment section. Na we be Anointed Lady TV. Now we dey give una legit intel on the things and things wey dey go on for inside the nation Nigeria. So if you like this update and you go like to dey receive more, try make you subscribe to this channel and try make you put on the notification bell, so that as we dey bring the news dey come, na you go first receive the update and you go even get am sharp. I dey come inside again with another legit intel for you my good people. Abeg, no go anywhere.